Hey guys, it's Aquila, and this is a lefty-knitter podcast, and this is my channel about stuff and things. Knitting, fibery stuff. John's in there attempting to make bread for the first time ever. Is this the first time you've ever tried making bread? Okay, first time ever. You may hear some cursing from this area. I'm just warning you. All my links can be found down below for my Instagram, my Ravelry. I put links to all my projects for my projects. This is episode 55. Okay, so at the end of the last episode, I was talking about how I was working on that Helix hat, and this is the pattern I'm using. Super simple. Oh my goodness. I love helical knitting. Now this was 3-color helical knitting. This is by Jessica Rose, and this is free on Ravelry. I made Little Miss Z a hat. Now she calls for worsted weight yarn, sizes 6 and 8, US 6 and US 8 for the hat. I was using a little bit of a lighter than worsted weight, and I used a 5 and a 7, so I just went down 1 needle size. The hat's still a little big, but she'll have it for a while, or if she grows out of it, or she won't grow out of it, she'll grow into it, I should say. So I showed you guys the beginning of this, and I was only here. This was so fast. Now you can see, if I'm holding it up, you can see kind of that line there. I think I pulled a little too tight when I was changing my color, but in general, I don't think it's that noticeable. On camera, it's a lot more noticeable, but in person, it's not. You can see those 3 stitches there are where I think I was pulling it a little too tight, because when I stretch it out, yeah, so it fits me pretty good. I just combed my hair. Why am I doing this to myself? It's a little slouchy, but I think it's super cute. Now the yarns I used, oh my goodness. The yarns I used were all stash yarns that were older in my stash for who knows how long. And they're probably all acrylic. I'm pretty sure they're all acrylic. I have labels for 2 of them. The white, I have no clue what this is, but it's probably some sort of baby yarn I bought for something, and this is all I have left of it that I know of. So this will go back in I have a tub of acrylic scraps, I've talked about this, that I use for weavings or extra little, when you only need a little bit for something. I keep all of that in one tub, in Ziploc bags by color. I'm that person. The blue is Red Heart Sport. I don't know why I bought this. I couldn't tell you why. It is called Skipper Blue is the colorway. Skipper Blue. The label says 2011, so I may have bought it around then. That would be kind of accurate, probably. It doesn't say, I think it's 100% acrylic. Yep, 100% acrylic. So there's that. That was the blue. Holy moly. Not cursing, just lots of noise. Bread. We're gonna have bread, and I shouldn't be eating it, but that's okay.
You just worry about your little pad cast.
My pad cast? Thanks. Okay, the red. Right here. This hat was so fast. I did it in the weekend, because I started Friday night, and I've already finished it this morning. I just did finish the decreases this morning. The red is Ella Ray Cozy Soft, I think. This is the label that was around it. I could have looked up the color to see if that was correct, and if it was a red, I would have been oh yeah, that's it. I'm not sure. I believe this is what it is. This is a blend of 75% acrylic and 25% wool. And this is 213 yards for 100 grams. So that's close to a sport DK weight. So I'm thinking all of these are close to that. They all look pretty even. I'm not gonna block this. Like I said, I made this for her school, for this week for school, because it's Dr. Seuss week. And, you know, red and blue, red and white. So she was like, can I have red, white, and blue? And I was like, sure. So there we go. She loves it. She was already wearing it this morning. There's that. I can put all that yarn away. Yes. And the needles. I wait till like I'm finished everything to put everything all away in where it belongs. So I also stated when we were going to Walmart, I was going to buy something from the yarn aisle, which, you know, box store yarn, those aren't the greatest, but I went with intention, right? So I went because I had seen the ladies from the Toad Hollow podcast talking about getting rid of sponges using these washcloths that they bought at like a Christmas bazaar type thing, and they were homemade. I actually think I seen the same company when we were in New York City, and they were selling them, and they were like, you know, $4 for something, and I thought about buying them then, and I should have just did it. I didn't. So I might look up that company to find the washcloths to buy a couple. For bread? No, it's the hook. Yeah. Sorry, my mixer. So this was a crochet project, and I have labels somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I bought the Red Heart Scrubby. They talked about making scrub pads, and they wash them, they dry them, they have like a little stockpile they keep like in their kitchen under the sink or somewhere. I'm not quite sure. They might not have said that and I'm just dreaming it. So I did a little research, just looking up some of the Scrubby yarns that are out there. Looks like they make a couple different ones. Some of them have like metallic in them, some of them are a little more scratchy, some of them are whatever. Now I get, okay, this is like a weird eyelash yarn. It's 100% polyester. I'm reading the reviews on Ravelry because sometimes I go and do all that and people are like, you can't get stitch definition with it. And I'm like, this isn't, you don't, what are you making that you want to see the stitch definition? I'm quite concerned on why they want to see stitch definition. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. The other thing was people said it was hard to see their stitches or read their stitches. Yes, that is very true, but you just kind of have to feel it out. I know it is a little hard, and you know what you're making with these, if you're mostly making like scrub pads or little face cloths or washcloths, are you really gonna care if they're perfect? Crochet, it was a lot harder, I feel like, to see your stitches, where to pick, you know, go into the stitch. But with knitting, your loop is on your needle. So, I don't know, whatever. Sometimes I can't read those reviews because I just want to like, everybody is just, not everybody's negative, but most of the time when people leave reviews or comments on like product reviews, you get more negative reviews than you do get positive reviews. That's not all the time, but I just feel like you do get those people that just want to complain. I don't know. So I bought two. I didn't know what pattern I was going to use. I didn't know what I was going to do when I got them. So I bought, this color was called Jelly, this purple, and then this one is called Tide, and Z picked both colors. I let her pick, I don't care. And this is what I have left of the first ball. Now I used the pattern that was on the label. It's called the Scalloped Edge Scrubby by Rebecca J. Venton. It is on Ravelry. I didn't look to see if it was free on Ravelry, but I made a project page from it, so I could tell you that in the next clip after I, because I record on my phone. So, super easy. You use an eye hook, and you're pretty much going in a circle, and then in the end you do like you do a bunch of double crochets together, then skip spaces and double crochets together to get a scalloped edge. Now I made 3 and I still have this much left. I think I could get a half a scrubby. So here's the scrubby. Now here's my hand. It's about the size of my hand. I feel like that's not bad. That's like, sponges are about the size of your hand because they're meant to fit in your hand, right? So I haven't used them yet. I will let you know in probably future episodes how they hold up. I didn't weave in my end on the beginning. I just held it with I held it against the project and then crocheted over the end. The other end, I did like tuck it in with a darning needle. But I have 3. So, 1, 2, 3. I think I could get a half out of this, and then if I crochet with the same tension and the same hook, I'll probably get another 3, and then I'll just have one that's 2 colors. John's been begging to get rid of sponges, and so when I saw them talking about the yarn and they liked it, I was like, well, it can't hurt to try it. I don't know how much these were. I could probably like $3. I don't know, 4 maybe. But I feel like that's pretty cheap compared to sponges, and you can wash and dry them, and you're reusing them over and over where you can't do that with a sponge. I know some people have talked about putting sponges in their dishwasher, but I can't imagine that after a while they still get smelly. Right? I don't know. So that's where I'm at. I need to cast on something new because I'm kind of like, I don't know. I want to start something new, even though I have other stuff I know I need to do. Thank you for all the wonderful comments about that cowl that I made for my friend coworker. I really do think it turned out beautiful, and you guys all just confirmed that for me. She loved it. I think she hugged me like 6 or 7 times, and she immediately put it on and was wearing it, so thumbs up on that. Hey guys, it is Wednesday and it's the 4th. I haven't recorded anything in like 2 days because it's been a little busy. My knit group actually got together last night and that was really nice. So I wanted to show you, I blocked my Dragon Belly by Johanna Lindahl. So it is nice and big and wonderful, and you know, once you do all the adjusting. I love it. It fits really nice. It's a nice quick crochet project, and I'm glad that I persevered and I finished it. Let's see, what else has been going on? My ring light is very bright. I don't know. I've had this project on the needles, and I'm pretty sure I decided last night at midnight I'm gonna frog this. I took it with me. I didn't work on it. Oh, let me do the full thing of what yarn this was. So sorry. This is fully spun. This is Brooke. She's local, and this is the Grab the Old Bay colorway. So she dyes the roving, the fiber, and then she gets it mill spun the way she wants. So her yarn like stripes in really cool ways, and it's very comparable look to Spin Cycle, but I think it's at a much more affordable price. Just putting that out there. So this is the project I'm going to be frogging. I'm just not loving it, and I cast it on in September, and I'm done. This is Crossfire. I printed the pattern somewhere. I can't remember who wrote it. It'll be down below. I'm going to be frogging it, so in my projects it'll say that it was frogged. The 2 yarns I'm using, I've already used this yarn. This yarn I used in my Camaro sweater, and both of them are made, Turtle Made is the company. It doesn't have a colorway name. It's just a semi-solid, and it was 75-25 superwash merino, 463 yards, and I know how much I have left of it, so I can figure out how to use it in another project. The other one is also Turtle Made, and this one is a gradient, and it's called Monster Mash, and it was a superwash 463 yards, so I'm assuming it's also 75-25. And I've seen the Crossfire made, and I just think the colors I'm not loving together. Oh, so this is the Monster Mash. Has this cool, like, grayish, marbly black on the outside, and then it goes to the marbly purple to like lime, super lime green. I love the idea. I don't love these yarns together, and I'm really not gonna love these yarns together once it's the green and the orange together. I'm just not digging it. Not digging it. It's getting frogged. I didn't get very far, as you can see, since September, because I kept picking up other projects, because it was not something I wanted to work on. So I think when I rip this out, I'm going to use this yarn by itself in a shawl because it's really cool. And 463 yards will get me a pretty decent size shawl. I've been looking at stuff that's already in my library, so something I own already. I haven't narrowed it down yet. So yeah, that's getting frogged. That was one of the projects that I think in past episodes I was always like, yeah, I have this project and just not working on it. And then I never showed it because I had no interest in it. So that's getting frogged. The only other thing that I've made, hey John, you want to come in here for a minute?
Is there spaghetti?
John's coming. There's no spaghetti. Why is there no spaghetti?
I don't know.
Okay.
Usually when you invite
What?
me to stuff, there's spaghetti.
Okay, what were you looking at? And you were like, ooh, those are cool. And you almost bought them. Those.
Porn.
That's, oh my gosh.
Oh. Those.
Yeah. So we're not going to name websites because I kind of
Stole it.
I stole the idea. I'm not selling them though. These are
Yeah.
purposefully just for him.
Yeah.
So he was showing me these, and they're kind of like patches, I guess, right?
Yeah.
They're a patch. And I was like, I could bake that.
True story.
And I, you know, they're just felt and thread and embroidery thread. So I made these. They're little spiderweb patches. And they're getting blown out big time. But there's two. And where are they designed to go?
On my collar?
I know.
Is this a guessing
you
game?
have a shirt to show them.
Oh.
So, but you're gonna put them like on your, like on a jean jacket.
Yeah.
So they're
Yeah,
designed to
there.
go there. So they're not perfect by any means, because
Yeah, they are.
Okay, well you say that. I say they're not. But I think they could be more perfect. I did with the embroidery thread, because the DMC embroidery thread is like 6 strands, and I thought 6 strands would be too much, so I broke it down and I only did 4. But now I think I should have made the lines a little more plump.
Anytime you can use the word plump, it is a good day.
It's a good day. So
Anytime I use the word plump,
oh my gosh.
it's probably not a good day.
Everybody commented about the cast iron skillet, the cast iron stuff. So why don't you talk about that? You used it.
I used it. I burnt my chili, like really bad to the bottom of the pot. But
He had it way too close to the flames.
I didn't
You
put
learn a
2
lesson.
and 2 together. Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be hot enough, and then
It
next
was
thing you
hot
know, I
enough.
see steam like out the side, and I was like, "Oh no!" So I looked at it and I stirred it up real quick, and I was like, "This is gonna be a problem."
The chili was very smoky.
It was very smoky. It was
It was good.
delicious the first day. It was almost inedible the second day because it was so smoky.
It was a little smoky tasting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we tried cleaning. We Googled, and it said to use like baking soda and salt to scrub it out, and you got a lot of it out. And then you did put it back out over the flames with just water in it to try to loosen it.
Yes, I did.
So
but it was
it's
alright. I didn't
salvaged.
panic.
It's fine.
I didn't panic. I fixed the situation, and then I made dessert, and the dessert was delightful.
Yeah. the first
Yeah.
day. It, again, was kind of like a smoky flavor. So he made like dump cake, if you've ever heard of what dump cake is. It's like you take the box mix of cake and you make that, and then you add in like the pie filling. So we did cherry and blueberry.
Cherry and blueberry.
And it was good.
It was really good.
It was good. I just didn't like it really the next day.
Well, you are... It didn't help that we both like decided to start exercising like the minute we had dessert in front of us. And then we were like, well, we can't eat this now.
Yeah. Well,
so
that is what it is, right?
And then I made bread too.
Oh yeah.
The next day.
Mm-hmm.
My first time making bread. That wasn't like in the cast iron. You could do it in the cast iron, and that's what I was gonna do. But I just wanted the house to smell like bread because I don't think there's any better smelling thing in a house than fresh bread.
Does he make a candle that smells like baking
No,
bread?
you just make bread. You don't buy a candle that smells like bread.
Well, okay, and so I was telling him baking is like so much more of a science than cooking is.
I've
like,
never been a science cooker either, so I
Well,
totally get it because
yeah.
I'm like, oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of
bit.
that.
Yeah. But like with baking, it definitely has to be more precise. Like you have to pretty much follow the recipe to a T, because it can be a complete disaster. Stuff doesn't rise right. It doesn't this. It doesn't that. You know.
Yeah. It turned out pretty good though.
Yeah. And then we didn't need any more of it.
No, it's still there. It's still
dieting.
good. It's still good.
Yeah. The crust was a little hard.
Yeah. It wasn't burnt. It was just a hard crust.
Yeah. So I think try a different recipe.
I think don't tell me what to do.
I think whatever. All right. So that's this segment. I'm going to try to make green eggs and ham. I mean, green eggs, no ham. Not for real. Play food for school.
Her teachers are going to hate you if you give them all slime.
I'm not making slime. I'm going to make felt green eggs.
What do you think they want those for?
And I'm going to put them in a plastic Easter egg, and all the kids will get to open one for green eggs and ham day.
Yeah, then they'll open a plastic Easter egg and be like, what am I going to do with this?
Play with it.
They're going to play with a piece of felt?
Pretend to play.
Pretend play.
Kids pretend play with fake plastic food all the time. And they lick it, and then they get the coronavirus.
Too soon. Too soon.
Oh, that's all everybody's talking about. I just want to scream. Okay. That's it.
Yeah, unless you want me to go into a
tirade about the coronavirus?
Yeah,
no,
my conspiracy theory that they're just trying to get the stock market down to where all the rich people can have a mad dash and get the power back.
You never know. We'll find out if we're all still here. Hey guys, it's Thursday morning, and yes, we are running late already because we run late all the time. You know, life. But I wanted to show you, I did end up making some green eggs because today they're doing green eggs and ham at school, and all the kids are supposed to wear green. So the teacher was a little upset because one of the kids has an egg allergy, so I made these cute little eggs. Now I have a whole bag. We decided just to use yellow and green Easter eggs because we wanted to kind of keep it consistent and fun. So we have inside these little eggs. Now if I would have made them properly, I would have made a backing so you didn't see the stitching and then had like a stitching on the outside, right? Mm-hmm. But they're cool, right? We did 2 different colors. Oh, that's the same color.
Yeah.
What's the other color? You help me pick out the felt.
Light green.
Light green, I can't even find one. And you're wearing your green today, right?
Yeah.
Maybe this one. Oh, there we go. So we made light green ones and dark green.
Yeah,
So-
that's what we need.
And you're gonna give them to all your friends at school, right?
No.
No! Are you keeping them all for yourself?
No, I'm giving them all to my
course.
friends.
You'll probably get the color in one of your share boxes, huh?
No.
I think
I
so.
need a special shape.
Oh, a special shape for sharing. Okay. Alright, so there's the green eggs, y'all. Okay, it's Saturday. I want to do the roundup of this episode. I think I parted my hair way too far to the side because it's like being unmanageable. I have blocked my Bowie mitts. They're sitting actually right here in front of me, but they're still wet. So I'll give a sneak peek. All right, still wet. I haven't done anything else like really knitting or crochet, or I've done just a little bit, just a little tiny bit. I did make another one of those scrubbies. I could find that. That's in this bag. I am worried though that it calls for what? An eye hook, I think I said? An eye hook, right? Following the pattern. We've been using these. See how big those holes are where the double crochets are? My fingers go through that sometimes when I'm washing.
I love them.
You love them?
Yes.
You want to come sit with your crazy hair?
No, I
It's
don't.
okay.
Let me grab a hat or something.
A hat or something. Okay. I don't like how holy they are. So I'm gonna need to either A, go down a hook, or do a whole nother pattern, or these are double crochets. So I think I might need to do single crochets or half double crochets instead of a double crochet. It gives too much space. So I think that's what I need to do. John loves them. I like them. Honestly, I don't think the scallop edge is needed. So what do you want to say about them?
That I love them.
He just loves them. You don't find that your fingers are, that they're a little floppy, that they could be more like stiff if I did a tighter crochet?
You're gonna bring me in right after we talk about being more stiff.
Stop. I just feel like, I don't know, they're kind of floppy.
I like them. I haven't been able to smell it like once it gets all weird, but I hate, like, I don't know, man. If you give me like, what are the worst smells in the world? Number one is throw up. You throw up, I throw up. That's the deal. Like, throughout life, my wife knows this. I can't. I'm a horrible parent when it comes to sick children because of that one rule. Like, I can't help it. You throw up, we're throwing up. It's a group effort. Like, it's going on. And I would say number two might be
Old wet sponges.
wet sponges. Not just wet sponges, but like your hands after you use a sponge,
yeah.
and then you smell it on your hand. Gag me with a spoon. And then
While we're talking about smells, you might as well just keep going on.
Number three, that weird orange ball fruit. Cantaloupe. Hate it. Hate the smell of cantaloupe.
I just ordered another one on Imperfect Foods because I like it. I like cantaloupe.
No.
It's okay, I'll eat it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Other weird smells.
Yeah,
I
you don't
guess.
do good with like puke.
No. This was in our contract. I would have put it in my vows, but I didn't know we were gonna be. I thought I was sterile when I married you.
Oh, stop it. Jeez.
But
Alright, so what else? Oh.
should we do favorite smells?
Ooh.
Liver and onions.
Ew.
A nice kitchen with the
Patchouli. Black currant vanilla stuff. Bread baking. That's a good smell.
Oh yeah, we should put some lemony detergent out while we're baking bread.
I was
and
blocking a project and in the kitchen, not blocking it. I was soaking a project in the kitchen with my wool wash stuff, and he was baking the bread and he was pissed off because it
couldn't smell the bread, man. All I smelled was lemony pledge fiber or whatever stuff. I'm sure you didn't bring me on here to talk about smells.
No, not really. Alright, so I did cast on, I showed you guys this hat with my hand spun a while ago. I cast on the rib and I was going to do the same exact hat, but I think I'm going to change it up. I have this book here that I got at an Ollie's. I don't know if Ollie's are everywhere. Are Ollie's everywhere?
I don't think so.
Okay, so Ollie's is like a discount bargain store. They get all kinds of products that just don't sell, I think, at other places. Like surplus of stuff. right? I mean,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so this book has a bunch of, it goes through all the sections for different types of stitch patterns. So you have like cables, you have flat, you have, I don't know. But I found this, and I think I'm gonna do this pattern here. It's called Lattice. I think that's it. I'm gonna do that one. I'm gonna try that one. Instead of doing the same exact hat.
You go.
Because I'm gonna give one of these away anyway to like my mom or something. I don't know. Yeah, so this is a cool book. I mean, I paid $3 for it. Brand new. And then the only other fibery thing I've been doing is I've been spinning again. So this is the bobbin I took off of my wheel. And I don't remember how I split this fiber. I don't know how. It was a braid from Into the Whirled, and it's all superwash blue face Leicester. I can't pronounce things. I think this might be 1/3 of the braid. So the rest of the braid, what I did was, and it's hard to tell in the bag, and I've already have another bobbin on my wheel. I split the rest of the braid into the darkest bits, the medium bits, and the lightest bits, and I already spun all of the lightest stuff, and then I'm in the middle of doing the medium, like, toned stuff, and then the darkest will go last, and then I'm still not sure how I'm going to apply it. So, oh, in case anybody was wondering, I finally went and got my blood test done to see what I was allergic to.
Everybody.
Nothing. But yet I'm still wheezing and on my inhaler. So I have to go back for a follow-up. He said he might do some skin prick tests to see if there's anything else that wasn't in the blood draw allergy list. So I don't know what's going on. What else is going on?
I just got retweeted. No. I painted a painting this morning, and I completely jacked somebody's
Idea?
It's this tattoo artist named Hunter. Quill's been tattooed by him, but I never have.
This is Hunter's?
Yeah, and he was like, "I love it," and then he like reposted it under his thing.
Really?
And I thought that was really cool. Yeah.
Oh. I thought you did get tattooed by Hunter. We both did that day.
No, I got tattooed by Joe while you got tattooed by Hunter.
Oh, I got my rats and cats.
Yeah, he is awesome.
By Hunter. My rats and cat, I should say. It's not cats.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, John's still on the painting kick. He loves all the 80s iridescent bright colors.
Yeah, I do. I do.
And that's about it.
That's about it.
Went grocery shopping.
We went Apocalypse. What's it called?
Apocalypse grocery shopping?
Yeah, we stocked up on canned goods and stuff like that. So
I didn't buy that much though.
If the Modelo virus takes over, or not Modelo,
Corona?
Landshark, coronavirus takes over, and
the Tecate virus.
The Tecate virus takes over, then we're gonna be eating beans and canned peaches for quite some time.
I also bought some extra pasta and some jarred sauce and peanut butter. Stuff that's gonna sit for a while because you just don't know, and it'll stuff that we will still be able to eat even if this kind of doesn't escalate, I guess.
I mean, it'll give us some time before we have to resort to cannibalism. So I've been prepping, doomsday prepping for a long time, and just looking for the reason
to eat a human.
I know, dude. I want to know what it tastes like. Look at these thighs. No. They look delicious. They
hold on, Hayes.
They could be like pretty good. Like there's some loins in here.
Stop it. Okay.
I could slow roast some ribs. Oh my God. I haven't thought this through or anything.
It's gonna put me in the iron kettle.
Hey, it's a good way. So from what I have figured out, I think if you're gonna dip the toe in cannibalism, the best thing to do is to buy a pressure cooker. It really breaks down the meat.
God. Okay, I think this is taking a turn.
I think it came in on a turn.
Okay, let me get some comments down below. John created me an Instagram account for a Lefty Knitter podcast. I have always been hesitant about creating an actual Instagram account separate. There's pros and cons to it. Like, I'd have to get all my followers over to that account. I don't know. So, tell me below if you would follow a separate account if you follow me on Instagram. And I could definitely post, like, I could just go crazy posting, because I feel like I don't do that on my regular Instagram account, like, really.
I thought I was doing something nice.
I'm not saying it's not nice. It was nice.
Something. And if you would like to go follow a Lefty Knitter podcast on Instagram, just look for a Lefty Knitter podcast. There is one picture, and that's it so far.
No bio information, because you didn't fill in any of that yet.
None. I thought I was doing. The baby punched me literally in the face at like 4 something and woke me up out of a dead sleep, and that was my answer. Like, I made some coffee and I was like, I'm gonna do something sweet for my wife, and it's been nothing but like, why'd you do that?
No.
Why'd you do that?
No. Oh,
so it might get deleted. I don't know. But Homespun Yarn Party is coming up.
Next weekend. No. 2 weekends.
Yeah, good thing it's not next weekend, because we'll be in Philadelphia next weekend.
Philadelphia.
And then after that, it's like
it's a
go
Sunday.
time for...
Sunday is the Homespun Yarn Party. It's not both days. Some people get confused on that. It's only one day, and it's at Savage Mill.
I'm going. I don't know about you.
It's always very crazy and packed.
Just like every one of these things.
But this one's, because it's inside, I think it's a little more like, they gotta only allow so many people in.
But they got like that big, they got that big, like deck outside that you can get away from there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Get away from the chaos. And then there's like, it's in Savage Mill, and it's beautiful out there. There's like a zip lining place.
Mm-hmm.
That's the international sign for zip lining. I'm pretty sure if I was a sign language professional, I would assume that is the sign language for zip lining. I'm not sure, but it's beautiful. It's like in the woods, and
there's other stores too. There's like a bead store and some other like unique crafty places, and I think a bookshop, a toy store. Like, there's a bunch of different stuff in there.
Yeah.
And then there's a place. It's not Hard Rock. It's a Ram's Head. There's a Ram's Head that you can eat at.
Oh yeah, we're not doing that though.
No.
We are.
I've heard too many people get sick at Rams.
No, we're going back to that Irish bar that we went to the last time we went there, and I got that really corned beef burger that was the best burger
and it's close to St. Patrick's Day, so that's why they have it
in my life.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we just made plans with you. I hope you were part of our plans.
I'm gonna go to the Irish bar.
If you would like to come to the Irish pub, I don't remember the name of it.
Me neither.
Nor how to get there.
We'll have to Google
I know it's right next to an H Mart, so if you would like to join us for an Asian grocery store trip, that would be fun. I always buy spicy noodles.
You do always buy spicy noodles. And then I always buy like weird candy that I think I'm gonna like, and then we end up throwing it away.
And then I always like to go to the back because they have like
all the live fish
buckets with like turtles swimming around in them that you can buy, and
Tecate virus.
No, oh no,
no, it's not. No. Don't stop supporting
Don't
your.
Stop. Get it.
Just don't stop supporting your local restaurants and stuff. That's not how this all works.
It's not.
It's really not.
And then
goodness.
it'll be like go time to get ready for sheep and wool.
Yeah, and camping. All of the camping.
You have to let us camp at Sheep and Wool.
No.
We're like regulars there. We're like, yo, what's up, yo? What's up? Let me slip you these $6 that I have in my pocket, and you can make an exception.
No. We live close enough.
Actually,
we don't need to camp there.
I have an in with the maintenance guy at the Howard County Fairgrounds now.
Gosh. Only because you sold him a forklift or something.
I know.
Wait, did you sell it or rent it?
No.
Either way.
But yeah.
All right. I think that's it. Mia wants some
We
attention.
are gonna go
To a new brewery.
to a new to us
New
brewery.
to, they've been around like a year. I think it's like
Yeah.
a year.
So it's weird, man. Breweries are different. Like, it's cool for families with children because it's like, hey, let's take the baby to a bar, and everybody gasps, and they're like, no. But they're like, hey, let's take the baby to a brewery, and they're like, the more the merrier. Come
I
on.
don't know. I don't know if I told them that we went to the Ministry of Brewing, which is in Old St. Michael's. I don't know if I said anything. So it was an old church. They converted it into a brewery. Their kids section was pretty crap. I'm gonna be quite honest. And most of the parents there were pretty crap about watching their kids. So it was not the greatest. But we are smart parents. And we pack a backpack for Z with games and toys so we can sit and play and keep her entertained while we still get to have a beer.
I love how we're bragging about our parent accomplishments as our kid has been yelling our names for the last 14 minutes. So,
Yeah. Okay, time to end this. Bye, y'all.
no! Are you kidding me?
Knit happy. Don't knit mad.
Don't get mad.